Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the lives of the most legendary figures in history. Today, we're stepping into the ring with none other than the one, the only Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. But hold on to your gloves, folks, because Ali's story isn't just about boxing. It's about courage, conviction, and changing the game both inside and outside the ring. From his lightning-fast jabs to his fierce dedication to justice, Ali's life is a knockout tale of triumph and turmoil. Born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, Ali's journey to greatness began at just 12 years old when he laced up his first pair of gloves. But it wasn't long before he was dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee, dazzling audiences with his unorthodox style and magnetic personality. But Ali was more than just a boxer. He was a voice for change. His refusal to be drafted into the Vietnam War on religious grounds made headlines around the world, sparking a national debate on race, religion, and the meaning of patriotism. And today, his spirit lives on in the hearts of millions around the world, inspiring us all to float like butterflies and sting like bees in our own lives. So join us as we step into the ring with the one and only Muhammad Ali, the champ, the legend, the greatest of all time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more epic stories of triumph and inspiration. Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr., January 17, 1942 to June 3, 2016, was an American professional boxer and activist. Nicknamed the Greatest, he is regarded as one of the most significant sports figures of the 20th century and is often regarded as the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time. He held the Ring magazine heavyweight title from 1964 to 1970. He was the undisputed champion from 1974 to 1978 and the WBA and Ring heavyweight champion from 1978 to 1979. In 1999, he was named Sportsman of the Century by Sports Illustrated and the Sports Personality of the Century by the BBC. Born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky, he began training as an amateur boxer at age 12. At 18, he won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division at the 1960 Summer Olympics and turned professional later that year. He converted to Islam after 1961. He won the World Heavyweight Championship, defeating Sonny Liston in a major upset on February 25, 1964, at age 22. During that year, he denounced his birth name as a slave name and formally changed his name to Muhammad Ali. In 1966, Ali refused to be drafted into the military, owing to his religious beliefs and ethical opposition to the Vietnam War, and was found guilty of draft evasion and stripped of his boxing titles. He stayed out of prison while appealing the decision to the Supreme Court, where his conviction was overturned in 1971. He did not fight for nearly 4 years and lost a period of peak performance as an athlete. Ali's actions as a conscientious objector to the Vietnam War made him an icon for the larger counterculture of the 1960s generation, and he was a very high-profile figure of racial pride for African Americans during the civil rights movement and throughout his career. As a Muslim, Ali was initially affiliated with Elijah Muhammad's Nation of Islam, NOI. He later disavowed the NOI, adhering to Sunni Islam. He fought in several historic boxing matches, including his highly publicized fights with Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, including the fight of the century, the biggest boxing event up until then, the Thrilla in Manila, and his fight with George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle. Ali thrived in the spotlight at a time when many boxers let their managers do the talking, and he became renowned for his provocative and outlandish persona. He was famous for trash talking, often freestyled with rhyme schemes and spoken word poetry, and has been recognized as a pioneer in hip-hop. He often predicted in which round he would knock out his opponent. As a boxer, Ali was known for his unorthodox movement, fancy footwork, head movement, and rope-a-dope technique, among others. Outside boxing, Ali attained success as a spoken word artist, releasing 2 studio albums, I Am the Greatest, 1963, and The Adventures of Ali and His Gang vs. Mr. Tooth Decay, 1976. Both albums received Grammy Award nominations. Boxer Mohamed Ali Personal Life. Alright, buckle up, folks. We're diving into the whirlwind life and loves of none other than the champ himself, Muhammad Ali. You know, the guy who could float like a butterfly and sting like a bee both in and out of the ring. Now, Ali wasn't just a heavyweight champ. He was a heavyweight in the romance department too. For marriages, 7 daughters, and 2 sons. Now that's what you call a real knockout love life. Let's start with the early rounds. First up was Sonji Roi, the cocktail waitress who caught Ali's eye. They tied the knot after just 1 date. But, alas, their love story was short-lived. Sonji wasn't keen on joining the Nation of Islam, and Ali wasn't having it. Cue the gloves coming off and they split in 1966. Ouch. But Ali wasn't one to stay down for long. In 1967, he found love again with Belinda Boyd, who later became Khalila Ali. This time it seemed like a match made in heaven, or rather the mosque. Belinda met Ali when she was just 10, and he prophesied his own fame to her. Talk about confidence. Together, they had a knockout brood of 4 children. Now, here's where the plot thickens. In the early 70s, while still married to Belinda, Ali found himself in another corner of the ring, this time with Wanda Bolton, later known as Aisha Ali. Their love child, Kalia, came into the world in 74. Talk about a secret love affair that went public. But wait, there's more. By 77, Ali's wandering eye landed him in hot water yet again. This time he said, "I do" to actress and model Veronica Portia. They had 2 daughters, including the fierce Layla Ali, who followed in her dad's footsteps and became a professional boxer herself. But, alas, the marriage couldn't go the distance, and they threw in the towel in 86. Now, in the final round, Ali found his true corner woman Lonnie Williams. They had a history that spanned back to childhood, and in 86 they finally tied the knot. Lonnie became Ali's primary caregiver and his rock through thick and thin. Together, they adopted a son and built a legacy that would transcend the ring. But Ali's love story doesn't end there. You see, outside of the ring, he was a man of faith. Initially drawn to the Nation of Islam, Ali later found solace in mainstream Sunni Islam, guided by leaders like Warith Deen Muhammad. His pilgrimage to Mecca in 72 opened his eyes to a world of spiritual enlightenment, and he spent his later years dedicated to peace, charity, and understanding. So there you have it, folks, the roller coaster romance of the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali may have floated into the sunset, but his legend lives on, both in the ring and in the hearts of those who loved him. Cheers to the champ and his epic love saga. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to this channel.